Hello, and welcome to another edition of AppSec Decoded. I'm Taylor Armerding, security advocate with the Synopsys Software Integrity Group, and we're coming to you from the 2023 RSA Conference in San Francisco. And this is the second conversation about a major upgrade in the Polaris Software Integrity Platform, a Synopsys cloud-based software security solution. And the key word in discussions of the benefits of the Polaris platform: easy, as in easy to deploy, easy to scale, and easy to use. In our first conversation, which you can find on synopsys.com, Debrup Ghosh and I talked about deployment. Today we're going to talk about how it's easy to scale. So, Debrup, thank you once again for being here. And as we mentioned, Polaris is a cloud-based solution, and the cloud offers a number of advantages, including that it's cheaper and enables collaboration among a dispersed workforce, which was crucial when just about everybody was working remotely. But the cloud also makes it easier to scale, whether you're a small team with a large enterprise or a startup. Tell us how Polaris helps security teams to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we hear from customers are three unique trends. The first is that AppSec teams are often very small, with each AppSec professional supporting dozens of developers. A lot of the times we're talking to customers who share their needs for more automation, more proactiveness from these vendors, and more service offerings in addition to the product, because they're working with a small team than they're used to, and they have maybe one or two main AppSec leads that are supporting the entire business. Second, security's job is tough. Usually with those smaller AppSec groups, you must reach the entire company, and the job continues to be tough as companies want to do more with less. Companies, really aren't developing fewer applications than they did before. They're making more and more apps, and they have more and more scanning and vulnerability management needs. So they really have to be working hard at their jobs. Third, in AppSec, you really can't hire a jack of all trades. You can't really get someone who's an expert in SaaS, DAST, IAST, or threat modeling. So you really need to lean on a software SaaS solution like Polaris, where we take care of all the infrastructure, the software upgrades, the server maintenance, to really allow your security teams to focus on what they do best, which is risk management, vulnerability remediation, and governance. Right. And that's really how we allow you to scale. We take away the complexity of doing these server upgrades and all the tasks that took so much time for the security teams, to be honest, and then allowing them to focus on what they do best and how they can drive better risk management, better governance, and better vulnerability management.
Okay. One of the key complaints of developers is about what you might call notification overload. Testing tools that flag too many things that are trivial or irrelevant, and sometimes are even false positives. Okay. So how do the Polaris services help alleviate false positives?
That's a great question. Once again, our philosophy is to allow customers to scale, and customers can use our triage services where our team comes in and helps remove the false positives before the results are published, so that developers are really getting the results that matter to them, which helps our customers to scale and to scan more applications. But what makes Polaris so easy to use is, in addition to the backend triage services, we have triage controls, which allows customers the flexibility to hide, highlight, and assign issues. Yeah. In addition to the issue management, Polaris has many developer-focused features that makes it easy to use. Backend APIs that make sure that we are complementing the experience that we provide to our application security users with our developers, so that we want to make sure that there is really no friction between the application security and the development teams, and we are making it work in harmony. What we have seen over the past 2 years is today, more than 37% of development groups have a say in the buying decisions for security products. So we want to make sure that we are building a product that not only meets the risk governance needs of security, but also ensures that we are allowing the development teams to scale by releasing products faster and quicker.
Yep. Okay. All right. Since Polaris is a SaaS, software as a service solution, users can start scanning their apps in minutes. So talk us through how easy that is and how rapid growth in the number of apps is not a problem on that kind of a platform.
Absolutely. So we know companies are going to develop more apps, more software, and they need to onboard and scan more apps, and that's a priority within Polaris. So what we have built is native SCM, source code management integrations with leading repos such as GitHub, GitLab, and Azure repos. Further, we take away the complexity of scanning from the users with scheduled scans that automatically trigger on a daily or a weekly basis. Now, because Polaris is completely cloud native, we offer the ability to support AppSec scanning at scale while also ensuring that we are deeply integrated into the development pipelines of our customers. One way to make sure that we are enabling the security teams to enable their development teams is making sure that the workflows are more seamless, how we get issues to developers, how we provide them with the right information to focus on, and most importantly, providing them with meaningful education to understand how to fix these vulnerabilities. It is also important for security teams and development teams to be able to scale doing this on multiple applications or any new applications that come into scope. Yeah. So as we help these organizations scale, we want to make sure once again that our users who are in security and our users who are in development, we are bringing them together into a DevOps-friendly platform that allows them to scale and grow their business.
Right. And scale, doesn't scale also kind of include the fact if you need more, there's more, and if you need less, you don't have infrastructure sitting idle on your own premises, right?
That's absolutely it. Because we are a completely cloud-native solution, we can scale up and down based on our customers' needs.
Right.
And once again, we fundamentally believe that we need to service our customers by making sure that we are not only allowing them to scale their business, but also service their customers better.
Sure.
And overall grow their business and improve their customer experience.
Right. All right. Thanks very much, Debrup. We're going to leave it there, but we've been talking about the Polaris Software Integrity Platform. We've been talking about how it's easy to scale. And please join us again for the third and final conversation about Polaris with Rick Smith about how it's easy to use. What's not to like about that? And until then, thanks to you, our audience, for joining us. Once again, this is AppSec Decoded. I'm Taylor Armerding for the Synopsys Software Integrity Group. We help organizations build trust into their software.